Hello. It's winter. It is winter. And I've just been outside. Whew. We've had ice pellets and freezing rain. The car windows are frosted and frosted and frosted. Anyway, I came back in here thinking I would pop another disc in, and I did, but then it came up and said, output disc full. Do you have a new one? To which I will say, no. So, we have copied I guess 5 discs, which makes sense. And now, we'll look at the directory. I think. Whee! Let's see how many bytes free we have. Oh. 232 bytes free. Blocks free. Blocks. That sounds like we could do a little more. But you know what? I'm not gonna. I'm gonna turn this off. I'm gonna turn this off. That's the 1581 that we just copied to. We're going to switch the power over to the other 1581, as well as the serial table, and we'll see if this disc will read the disc we just made. And so far, we're looking good. One thing I just noticed on these drives, and I don't know why exactly, but anyway, they have different colored LEDs. The one has red and green, the other has yellow and green. Alright, so we're going to load the first program. File not found. Yeah, that's possible. We're going to load menu. Except, yeah. Alright. What up with this? It is not finding. Alright, I'm going to reset things. I'm going to reset everything. Because there is no way. Menu. File not found. What is going on here? Alright. We are loading the directory. It's good. It's done. And the first program is, well, you know what, I'm going to load instead, I'm going to try music with an asterisk, comma 8. And we have an error. I am baffled. I am issuing the initialize command. I'm going to try and load the menu program. File not found. Alright. This This is the disk that we copied everything to quite successfully. Now putting it back in. I am baffled. Well, one thing I can do, because I don't get this, is I'm going to switch I've just switched the 1581 that we did all this on to device 8. And turn it back on after plugging everything in. And I'm going to try again. And now it's loading. I am kind of confused. Now this will be an interesting test of this program because it will make a directory file so it knows what's on the disk. There's a lot more on this disk than chances are it's had many other times before. So I'm going to just see if this works, but I'm a little bit baffled about the other drive. I have to do some more experimentation. Great. So, it's funny, one thing, as I've been putting things up, I've been noticing still, even though I've had the brightness or whatever pumped up a bit, it's still been looking kind of dark in here. And I found that if I have anything that's really, 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 really white, it seems to down everything else. So anyway, the 4040 disk drive over there on top of the 8032, it has a big white side to it. So I turned it sideways. And I don't know if this will make a difference. Certainly when I had the big Commodore white boxes up there, it seemed that was making a difference. And right now, looking at this, it does look like this is looking better. Okay, so this is now, it's read the directory. It's now making sure the files actually belong to the program that made these files. And it's sure giving the stepper motor a workout. But that's what stepper motors are for. As I'm suspecting, because this is supposed to be a double-sided sort of arrangement, it's reading here, there, everywhere on both sides. Which is exactly what I wanted to check out. Oh, bad subscript error. In 190. I suspect I'm going to list 190. I suspect what we've done is we've overloaded this. Oh, grand. Dear. So maybe, maybe all this copying I've done is going to be for naught. Maybe I won't be able to do it. Anyway, I'm asking it now. To just read the directory and let me pick songs from there. But you know what I think is going to happen? I think it's going to come up and say some sort of error in some sort of line, because I think I've overloaded it. But still, this is a good experiment. First of all, it's very strange to me that the lower drive will read the directory but won't load things. It is. It is indeed. So we're going to have to see what's what with that. But this, right now, what it's doing, I'm hoping I can just set it up to play, to test the drive. But having this full disk is not, no, it's not completely full. I'll try and get it fuller, and then I'll try and set it up so it can copy from one drive to another, as in from the 1581 to the 1581. Perhaps using the Commodore 128 so it doesn't take hours. Okay, so now here's where I think it's going to run into trouble again. But it may not. But I'm suspecting it will. I'm suspecting it's going to crash out on us. Because it's just going to find, it's just got, whoever wrote this, so Dave Schmolt, S-H, boy, there's a lot of letters in there, and one vowel. I suspect he did not ever anticipate that there would be a disk drive that could hold so many files. So soon, I'm suspecting, after giving this disk drive a good workout, it's going to come up with an error. Bad subscript error in 190. Yes. Ain't that grand. Do you see me happy? Oh, dear, 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 dear. Alright. I'm going to flip this dip switch. At some point, I may investigate this. So I'm loading the directory from device 9. And how many files are there? I don't know. I'm going to turn on the 1541. And reattach it. And load the directory. File not found. Well, that could be because, of course, there's no disk in there. And where would the disk be? Well, it will be in my disk box, which of course has a lock. Will I ever use the lock? Probably not. Okay, so. Oops. So I am going to load copy all. And then I'm going to go over here where for quite some time, for no apparent good reason, except that they're here. Oh my. There tingles. There are some other power supplies. What is that? On a strange cord. Let's go. Okay, so this is also a power supply for this kind of disk drive. Hey, come here. So, here's what I'm gonna try. And now that I've loaded copy off, I don't want to undo it. So I'm going to try to see about, okay, power. We have Okay, I'm going to run. And I'm going to go from 9, 0 to 8, 0. Do you want to new the output disk? We're going to say no. Why do I sense there's trouble? Yeah, that didn't go well. Alright, let's try that again. We're going to go from 9, 0 to 8, 0. Yes. We'll call this music. Call MM. And I have a feeling. Oh, it sounds like it's formatting. There's something weird here. Something very strange. But we will see. Mind you, I've heard sometimes, I mean, it could be a speed thing. Anyway, we'll see if this formats, and if it formats, we're going to tell it to copy everything. And because I'm not going to stand here and pay any attention to it, I'm just going to let it go and copy its many, 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 many files that now are too many, many, many for the program that would play the music to play them, which kind of defeats the purpose. Oh well, maybe at some point I can figure out how many and what is the limiting factor, and maybe I can alter the program. Yes, I can program. And see what's what. So we are formatting. So it seems the activity light on the lower drive is yellow, and then the upper drive is green. Break. What? What? 9. Oh. 0. 8. 0. No. Alright, something is not right here. We're from 9, 0 to 8, 0. No, we formatted the disk. Break. Perhaps there are too many files. Oh. So, in some case or another here, it just gets to a certain point here, and if A equals 67, okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to reset everything here. Nine, 0, 8, 0, no. And why am I thinking we're going to get an error? Because we probably are. And we are. Jim, talk to me. What have I done? Okay, let's try something else. I'm going to switch this back to 8. I'm going to switch this one to 9. So we're going to copy from 8 to 9, rather than 9 to 8, as it automatically comes up. Device not present. Did I not turn it on? I didn't turn it on. Great, that would do it. something is not happening here. So if A is equal to 65, so yeah, go sub 830. Let's look at 830. It might have something to do with L. It seems that is the thing that figures out. Once again, we might be running into something. If A equals 1, or A equals 65, then L equals 253. Yes, I think. I'm going to be daring. There's something in there, it's something maybe to do with the blocks, that it's not happy about. So it's got this check in here, and it seems that if it doesn't like something or another, that it pops up with this error. Well, I'm going to just go by those checks. I'm going to live dangerous. Let's see what happens. I'm suspecting another error will occur, but I'm not sure. Well, it stopped. And maybe it's thinking. Maybe I'll press Y. Maybe it's still reading the directory. But somehow, I don't believe it. You know, it's funny, I remember, years ago, long ago, the 9060 hard drive had issues. And the 9090. There was a command called collect. If you issued the collect command, you were screwed. It was just flawed, always flawed, never fixed. So you had to copy things off to do a backup. But I do remember trying to use copy all. And when I tried to use it, yeah, this is not happening. Hello. I would want to do, I knew it couldn't handle all the files because the hard drive had bunches and bunches. There were no subdirectories. So I would say A asterisk, but anyway, it would get to where it had, I think, too many. Oh, file not found. What is this? Another input disk ready. Yes. Pattern. That's programs to be copied. Alright. Something's not right here. I'm going to do something different. Where I put in that line to go around, I'm going to get rid of that. No, I'm going to turn mean to a remark. And then I'm going to change this line about where it says stop. I'm going to let it do what it does, but I'm just not going to stop, which is going to send it to line 350. Does this make any sense? We'll see. Does it? Well, it's thinking, but it's not doing. I'm going to have to diagnose this. There must be something to this. There must be. So there's this variable L1, and if something is equal to 1 or 65, then it's 253. I see. Well, alright, I'm going to do something else. I'm going to try 345 L1 equals 761. Let's try again. No. Syntax error. Did I do something stupid? Well, this is interesting. It seems... what am I doing here? Well, syntax error. Alright, so that went well. Alright, I'm going to change this so that L1 is equal to 253. What does all this mean? I don't know. I'm going to have to go through syntax error in 1020. In 1020 it does seem there's a bracket that's missing. Syntax error in 1020. This 1020. Oh, why? I put it in. But did I? Something is squirrely here. Alright. So there was a bracket out of place. Gee, I wonder if this has been like this forever. Syntax error in 1020. This is very strange. Because I put this in. There is an open bracket and then a closed bracket. And it's there. Unless something is happening where the program changes itself. It's going to come up, syntax. Well, this has gone well. I need to go get Andrew. And, and the drives seem stuck. I think it is time to shut down and reflect. Good golly. Thank you for coming. Bye for now.